Again, this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery with Colour Arte products. Mostly I have mixed a whole bunch of new Prizm pours. Excuse me, I have mixed a whole bunch of primary elements. I've got a couple Prizm pours and there's a coupon code underneath the video for 20% off that will help you with any of those. So this most incredibly beautiful color is called Sea Dancer. And I'm going to have to move that piece of paper because if I make that noise the whole time I do this, it'll make me a little crazy. And I want this in a bunch of places. And I'm just going to go to town. That was a primary element. This is also a primary element. This is called Blue Flame. I'm going to try and wait as long as I possibly can before moving on to a stage where I'm swiping with my spatula. This is called Arabian Sea. I believe I've shaken it up. I have some cerulean blue, which may or may not be a good idea, but I think I'm more than willing to take a risk right now. I have some Wintergreen, Royal Sapphire, and Midnight Shadow. 90% Wintergreen, 7% Royal Sapphire, 3% Midnight Shadow. I was thinking scapes earlier. I'm not sure what this is going to be like. I know I probably just dropped a little shard of something. And I'm going to have to grab a stir stick. There we go. Got rid of it. That was nice that it went away so quickly and easily. I believe that this is a custom green which probably had some Tuscan sun. It may have had some Sassy Sprite. I'm not entirely sure, but it's very reminiscent. Oh wait, Tuscan Sun and Wintergreen. That was easier. I have some dark waters. I have no idea what this is going to be like. I have new colors, oh boy. I have boysenberry and ginger flower mixed. Which is incredibly beautiful. That's just, that reminds me of something I used to use from another company. And let's hope that it's not a problem. This is boysenberry. And that is totally gorgeous. I'm going to put a little Moody Lilac in my sky. I might put a lot of Moody Lilac in my sky. Oh, even if it turns out to be a sky. You know, hard to tell right now. I have some fire and ice, which will probably just shimmer like crazy. And is a neutral as far as I'm concerned, so it's going to help paint move. I have some Passion, which is my rogue element. Throw a little bit of that right in there, and maybe everywhere else. Chances are good I'll come back to green. What am I missing? I'm not sure. Oh, Indian Spice. Indian Spice is one of the new Prizm Pour Ancient Metals, which is tremendously beautiful. Just absolutely beyond gorgeous. No idea where this is going, but I am feeling like no matter what happens, I can always, this is Frosted Berry, I can always make it a stage one. When you get to the end of a bottle and you have a glass marble in there, then sometimes you have a little bit of a moment. I'm going to use a little bit of shiny taffeta. Both the Frosted Berry and the shiny taffeta are primary elements. This is going to be really interesting. Hopefully it's going to be okay. And I want to keep my... I can't remember if I told you if that was called Sea Dancer or not. That was the first color I used, and I think I want some more of that. Actually, what I really want is to find my Midnight Shadow. Most of the colors today are mixed with Vivid Enamel and some Jo Sonja varnish and GAC 800. And the paint pouring recipe for those is underneath the video. I can't remember if it's called number 1 or number 2. I'm going to grab, on general principles, a scrape dish. Although I kind of think I could use one of my porcelain ones. I think I'd rather put it all in something smaller. So, where to start, where to start? And I'm going to use that paint that's on that spatula. I'm going to drip that paint that's on that spatula. Hope I don't completely keep you out of the... I like the idea that I'm dripping some paint over the top. Don't mind scraping off my spatula. Keep my eye out for things that don't belong. Now I have some green in my so-called sky, which may or may not wind up that way. Doesn't have to be escaped by anyone's interpretation. You do need to get enough paint on the canvas so I don't leave gaps. Well, so far I'm happy. It looks like an ocean and a beach. That's kind of cool. Can't complain yet. Grab a bunch of paint. Oh, I might not want to go quite that high. And I might want to wipe off my spatula or grab a fresh one if I have something like this. And I see I really want to make sure that area at the edge is actually covered. I know the darker paint I can always borrow some, fill in my bluff or my hillside or whatever that I was imagining was right here. And at any given point in time I could also use cell activator if I wanted to. But the faster I move, or the more continuously I move, the less likely I am to suffer the glop phase. And chiding myself into thinking that this might only be a stage 1 works well, because it takes the pressure off. Kind of wish I'd put a little more of the Chantilly lace in there. But so far, I can see something that needs to go away. So far, I'm not hating this at all. I just think if I want to do anything else with my sky area, I'm going to have to clean my spatula off. Which I'm going to have to do anyway if I want to get involved. It looks like I got enough paint and not like the massive overabundance I have had a couple times recently. Now when you do this, as you swipe, you're going to have all kinds of colors, layers of colors behind. So if you don't like what you have exactly and you pull your spatula through, you're going to find you're going to get other textures happening. Textures also, if you pounce. I have to do something about this rather soon, and I think what's going to happen is, I'm not sure about that green. I do want to make sure this is covered, and it's not looking too bad. I'm going to pull it over to the edge and hope you have a view of that, because that's how I'm going to cover my bottom. And it's mostly because I have a conglomeration of paint on my spatula that's conducive to thinking, you know, it's a dark greenish, shiny, pretty, got some blue in it. It's basically usable to cover the bottom, since the bottom shouldn't be a big concern to anyone. Now I'm going to wipe off my spatula as soon as I can give myself permission. And remember, every time you put your spatula in, you create another dimensional, I wanted to call it ambiguity, but that's not really the right word. I definitely wanted something that looked a lot like a hillside. And for that, I'm going to grab a little bit more of the Midnight Shadow, I believe. And what else? Maybe a little more of the Water Dragon. Come on out. I don't open them enough ever. Come on. There we go. I know I got it now. It's too bad because I kind of like that green on that edge too. I think I'm just going to grab a fresh spatula to help integrate this here. And I think I'm going to need some more paint. And I almost have a horizon line in there. This is kind of similar to what I had in mind, to tell you the truth. And really the first time I've tried exactly this. I'm going to snag some of this paint and make the edge of my cliff, or the edge of my bluff, or whatever it is. And I should show you guys sooner than later, and also use up all the paint on my spatula if I can manage it. I like to save it and use it, but I see that I have a dollop right here, and I think I've just identified the glop stage. So these have got to be the last few strokes I drag through. So what should I tell you guys? I should tell you I love you, that I have over 2,500 videos. I'm going to try and turn this around for you. Blow that mark over the edge so it looks more cohesive. I do see that thing in the sky. You can actually pounce your spatula. That thing's got to go though. If you use a little bit of Floetrol, don't use much. It will kill the shimmer in the primary elements. I'm not sure about the Prizm, excuse me. It will kill the shimmer in the Prizm pores. I'm going to try and get down there and shimmer something at you. I'm going to take whatever paint I've got and fill in any places I see that have gaps. And I feel a little bad that I didn't use any cell activator, but I don't necessarily need it. And I definitely could have done so in some select areas. But I can probably also, if I decide I need to do that, I can probably also come back tomorrow and lay down a new layer of paint to do so. I will be checking my edges and trying to do a little bit of color matching. But I think these kind of scapes deserve a frame, so it really shouldn't be of concern to get the edges covered as much as it's important to get the paint on the canvas. Alright, so I've got drips on my top edge, and I caught them before they became absolute, and that's always going to make me happy. And I see that I've still got a couple of little spots here and there. I did pre-prime the canvas with it was a dry layer of white paint, so it wasn't the original sort of matte that you get from the store, which kind of, in my opinion, makes the paint slide better. I want to do something with that because it looks like a big goober. I kind of want to look at it again after I show you whatever I can show you. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. We'll just take a trip into the beach, or whatever it is. I'm not sure what I can show you. I've got 3 minutes to tell you guys I love you again. If you shop my Amazon link, or my link tree has all kinds of other places to shop, I really appreciate your help so much. So thank you for that. I used that paint up. I didn't scrape much of anything off. I want to turn it around. I may turn it around and work on it for a couple minutes after you guys are gone, because I like the marks that I have. And I'm going to look for bubbles. And when I find them, I'm going to pierce them with a skewer, sharp end of a skewer. Alright, so you guys take care of each other, take care of yourselves. I'll see you anon. Check out some of my 2,500 videos. They're going to playlists, all playlists, creative playlists. I want to turn this light off to see if I can show you anything any better. My camera's not going to stay straight. Of course not. It's a little better than it was a second ago, though. There we go. So I've given up for the moment trying to take a cell phone movie, but I will try again soon. I'm not sure if I've posted one yet or not. It's a test. It's a test of my nature. I'm going to use my finger. Take some of that paint that I see that's heavy elsewhere. Oh, that's nice. There's pink under there. Cool. Alright, I'll see you guys anon. Thank you for the donations that help keep me painting and bringing you guys videos. Thank you for shopping Colour Arte products. I am an affiliate, so when you shop there, it helps me out. Same as on the Amazon link, it helps me out by increments. Doesn't cost you anything extra to do so, and I really appreciate it. My 2 books are on the Amazon link, Because It Can and Unlimited Possibilities. Really great for beginners. Thank you for the wonderful kind words and comments that you leave me that boost my morale when I'm hoping for more views than I get. My email address is easpb and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com. I do sell my artwork, and I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, in the studio. And if you would give me a thumbs up and share my videos, I would really, really appreciate that. So thank you thank you completely. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it. Look on my link tree for Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, Appreciation Group. And I'm going to turn this light back on and make sure that everything that I want to see resolved gets resolved now before the glop really sets in. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now. Priscilla out. I love you guys. You inspire the heck out of me. See you anon. Oh, I post at 3:15 p.m. most days. And sometimes more than that. Depending on how poorly a video is doing. So expect bonus videos. Bye for now. Priscilla out.